105, One to Bounce, Detroit's throwback hip hop and R&B. It's your boy Showtime, the Czar. I have a couple of amazing guests in the studio with me today. Two of Detroit's most amazing actors, actresses, filmmakers, and I think y'all do a little bit of directing if I'm not mistaken. I got Makeiva, Albritten, and she brought hubby along with her, Mr. James Perkins. Welcome to the show.
Yes, sir. What up, though?
Thanks for having us.
All right, so origin stories, got to know them. Let's start with that. How did y'all get into the acting? Was this always a dream of y'all's? Like, tell me a little bit about y'all origin story. Makeiva, we'll start with you.
Me personally, I never thought I'd do this in my life. Like, I always been a character, like, just being me. But this was never something that I ever thought about doing. I just knew people who was doing movies, so I did an extra role. And then when people saw that I did that, they just started, like, booking me. So, you know, I started doing it, like, just seeing how it was. And then I just started loving it. So at this point, it's like, I just love it. But originally, I never in my life thought that this is what I would be doing.
What did you want to do originally?
I just always been like a business owner, so I just thought like I would just be an entrepreneur, you know, just business minded. Like that's I still am because I'm a filmmaker as well, but I just always was like houses or like salons and stuff like that. Never really had like a real end goal, but yeah.
King James.
Yes, sir.
How did you get into acting, sir?
I mean, my auntie practically begged me, man. Rest in peace, Melissa Talbot. She been a super producer around this industry for a long time, man. Back when I was in high school, she just kept telling me, like, nephew, you always around, you always coming to the stage plays, because stage plays was bigger, way bigger here than film, you know what I'm saying? So I used to always support her, her productions on stage, and people used to ask, like, who is that? Tell them to come audition or something. I'm like, nah, man, I ain't trying to be the one forgetting lines on stage, you know what I'm saying? So, I eventually went once I heard it was a basketball movie needing some hoopers, and then that was in my comfort zone. So
you play ball?
Like, yeah, I hoop. Yeah.
Okay. What position you play?
I ain't hooped in a minute. I mean, I'm a guard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but I ain't hooped in a minute. But once I seen that though, and I'm able to display my talents on screen, that was kind of easy to just go. You know what I'm saying? To audition. I was still nervous to audition, but I'm like, I ain't got nothing to lose. Sure, I'm here.
Was you so? That was your first role? Was playing basketball?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you? What was your first role?
I don't really wish to speak on the first role.
Oh, okay. All right. That's cool. That's cool. All right. So, talk about, I looked at your catalog. You do a lot of movies, do a lot of stuff in like a year span. How many movies or like projects do you think you do in a year?
It depends. Like, when I first started, cause like it's been 3 years for me now.
That's it?
Yeah.
Damn.
A lot of people don't think that because like
you got a lot of stuff for 3 years.
Exactly, and they think I've been doing it for much longer, and I haven't. Like when I wrote my first movie, I was only acting for like 8 months at that time, so I just started moving fast. But my first year, I was just taking a lot. I probably did like 15 projects like in a year.
Wow.
And now it's kind of like different because now I pay attention to quality. I pay attention to like everything. Like if it's not something that fits my brand, I can't do it. So I'm more so like turn down a lot of stuff now than just taking stuff, because at first I was new, so I'm just taking everything just to get my foot in the door. But now it's to the point where it's like it has to make sense for me and my brand, you know. Was
there some roles you was like, this ain't it, I'm cool on this one?
Honestly, now I would say that, but at first I was just like taking anything, you know what I'm saying? And people was kind of like typecasting me, like, okay, I know she'll do this in this role, she'll do that, you know. So I had to really start standing on business, like, no, like, I won't just do this, I won't just do that. Like, I'm here now, I'm doing this, I'm known for this, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, no. So now more so, it's like, sometimes people will like rearrange their script for me, and I'm not difficult at all, but it's like certain things is like, yeah, that's kind of too far for me. And if they really want me, they'd be like, you know, we don't have to do this.
Is there a role that you won't play, or is there a role that you want to play that you haven't done yet?
It's not a role that I would say I won't play necessarily. I kind of want to play a stud.
That's the most random. Okay, elaborate on that one. Cause why? That's crazy. All right, people say doctors, funny, you know what I'm saying? The lawyer, she said a stud.
She's funny, bro.
Yeah, really? That's crazy. Have you played in the comedy?
Not yet, but I'm
okay. You should do that one, because stud is wild. But go ahead.
I just feel like I play so much, and I feel like I would just make like a good stud. Like I feel like,
bro.
That's funny, bro.
Did you know this?
Yeah, I'm the one. I was writing a movie.
Oh, y'all already thought about this?
Yeah,
that's
you know
crazy.
Like, I feel like I would execute the stud role because I always just play all the time, and I'm like,
funny.
Me acting like a guy, like it would just be hilarious.
Now that you say it out loud, that's probably hilarious. What like is there somebody that you like saw doing that you was like, yo, I could probably do that?
No, I just be playing like that sometimes. Like, and I don't want to be a stud in real life. Please don't get it mixed up. Like, I love me, but I just play so much. Like, we had did a YouTube video and I was acting like a guy at the gym. I be messing with him sometimes to get on his nerves. You know what I'm saying? Acting like I'm a dude, just pissing him off sometimes. But I think it's really funny when I do it. Like, I'm just hilarious, and I'm like, I could be like a stud in a movie.
Is there a movie role that you want to play that you haven't played yet?
That I want to play?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Want to play?
I seen you play a cop.
Probably like a young pastor or something, man.
A who?
A young pastor, a preacher or something.
Okay, that's different.
Yeah, I feel like I could take it there. That's totally different from my personality, and I feel like, you know, that'll like show range.
Right.
You know
okay.
what I'm saying? So,
yeah. Let's talk about y'all characters on the Dirty D. Terrence and Kyra. Is Kyra?
Yeah.
Kyra. All right. Without giving away too much, because some people may not have seen it yet. Talk about a little bit about y'all characters on the show.
So I'm basically like, I'm going through a lot. Like, we are in a relationship, of course, in the show. He's basically waiting on a promotion to make more money, but it's to a point where we come into a downfall. Like, we don't have this, we don't have that. So, you know, what are we gonna do? So I'm going to school, not working. So I'm trying to find a way to make extra money. He don't really like what I'm doing to make the money, and it just caused like a lot of extra crap.
Yeah. And you play a cop on the Dirty D.
Yeah, I play a cop.
Young cop coming out of the academy, correct?
Yes, sir. But you know, I feel like, you know, that was so like long ago. You know, like that was what, season 1 and 2?
Yeah, we not in it no more.
We not in the show no more.
No, I know that. I'm just for people that hadn't seen it. I just wanted to.
But no, that was fun, man. That was a fun role. It was very exciting. We woke up for that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
how did y'all get the roles?
I was called by the producer of the show. She called me and was like, I got this role for you. And then I just read it, and yeah, she was like, yep.
Okay.
Green light.
And me, after I did the first role I did, which was an extra role, I went to a casting call. That was actually my first role that was like an actual set. Like, that was like my first actual movie for real. Like, my first thing I ever did for real. A lot of people don't know. Like, I did this other film I wish not to speak on. But like, it was like okay, everybody call me when y'all got a free day. Let's go film. Then it might be like 3 weeks later. Hey, y'all free on this day? Can we film on this day? It was like so like unorganized,
all over the place.
all over the place. It wasn't. It was like it wasn't it. So this was like the first thing that I actually did. You know, that was like, okay, I'm actually acting. I'm actually, because the first one I said was all over the place was kind of like a practice thing for me. And honestly, the Dirty D was too, because I never really did this before. So a lot of people don't know, but that was kind of like one of my first things I ever did.
Yeah, she said she actually killed that audition too.
Oh, yeah.
They made y'all audition for
I
this?
did.
Oh,
I went to a casting call. Somebody, it was crazy because last minute, this woman I know, her name is Q, actually, shout out to Q. She was like, oh, girl, you know it's a casting call for the series they doing and whatever. And when she told me, it was like 45 minutes before the ending of it. So I just ran up there real quick. And when I went up there, you know, they gave me the paper with all the different like sides they wanted us to read for. I have a good memory. So I probably read over for like 10 minutes and I knew every paragraph by heart.
Damn.
So when they called me in, they was very amazed by that. Like, oh my God, how do you know you need the paper, right? I'm like, no, I don't need it, I got it. And they was like, how did you memorize this stuff so fast? And then they was going for a certain look. Like, I had to show like my body, like not show, but like take your coat off. Let me see, you know, your full, you know, they was going for a certain look. So that along with the lines, and like I said, this was like really my first role. So I didn't know how to act at all. So they probably was like, okay, you know, we'll take her. Like, she can memorize the lines, she got the body for it, we take her, you know.
Is it harder, in your opinion, doing series or movies?
I don't think it's really a difference, honestly. I think it's kind of the same, yeah.
Okay.
The only thing I really like about doing the series is you get more time to like hone your character and become your character and make it your own too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know. You can really bring more to the script if you hone your character. You'll make the writer of the script be like, oh, okay, now I know how this person act. I really like them doing this. Now they changing the script based off of how you bringing that character to life. So I like series for that reason.
And then it still depends too, because some series get shot in the same amount of time as a movie.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, like some series they shoot it in 8 days and the whole thing done. You know what I'm saying? So.
Damn.
Which is crazy. That's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
It's really like, I don't want to say overworking people, but it's overworking people. Honestly, it is. And I'm not specifically talking about that series. I'm just saying period, like
general.
series in general. Yeah. It's overworking people for sure.
Film, directing.
Yes,
Both
sir.
of y'all do that?
Yeah, well, I haven't directed yet. He directed.
First movie that just dropped, actually, man.
Yeah.
Reginald Carter.
Yes. Can y'all talk about that a little bit?
So I wrote Reginald Carter. I'm a writer. This is my third film that I've wrote. I'm actually working on my fourth one right now, and I'm just sitting in the tub one day. You know, I randomly just start writing. Like if I'm down or if I'm just chilling, if I'm bored, I'll just start writing. So I'm just writing and I'm thinking of this storyline. I love to help people. Like even as a young lady, like when I was in school, I was like always a big help. And I always thought about like kids and what they went through in school. And a lot of people go through like in real life, like being just less fortunate, you know, not really having a parent to be there for them. Like a lot of kids go through things. So I just wanted to bring out like just like awareness and just like something that people can relate to, you know, and not feel bad about it. Like, okay, I'm not the only one that go through this stuff. Even I had a message in there that was basically that I really wanted to bring out. I always like thought like people who's like homeless, right? Like, you know, they be on the corners and stuff with the signs, and people always probably be like, oh, well, they do drugs, that's on them. They do this, that's on them. But some people really
Exposed to it.
They exposed to it, and some people like I had to go to this like class, right? That's a story for another day. But in the class, the people that was teaching us were like people who actually was like recovered addicts, and a lot of them was like, you know, I got into an accident and I was in the hospital, and they was just drugging me up. I got addicted to it.
Yeah.
So now, you know, it's to the point that I'm addicted to it. Now I'm immune to it, so I need something stronger. But it's like a accident got me to being a addicted addict. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I wanted to put that message in there just so people could know it's not always that this person just wanted to try this, or this person just, you know, just got on it just because. Like a lot of times you never know why people are in the place they in.
Right.
So that was like a message that I really wanted to run through that movie as well.
When she brought you the script, what was your first thought?
I was like, oh, this is a good story. Like she write stuff that's like relatable to a lot of people, and you might not know it's relatable to them. So me personally, because I don't know, I'm so used to like the dark street gritty stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm like,
this was different.
Yeah, but I have an eye and I see stuff too, and I'm like, oh yeah, I want to direct this one.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So I thought it was real good.
You like being behind the camera more or in front of the camera?
I mean, I like being in front of the camera more, for sure. But I love being behind the camera too, though.
Okay.
I'm really like starting to really love being behind the camera
nice.
More. Yeah.
Dig into your personal life just a little bit on the movie side. Y'all be doing sex scenes in these movies, y'all. Is that as uncomfortable as everybody says it is with 90 people watching y'all and y'all trying to act out being intimate?
It's very uncomfortable. Like people just right there. It's not that many people, but I mean, not in the independent world.
Right.
If they are doing it correctly, like they're supposed to. Like I learn as I go, and nobody really in Detroit be doing these scenes properly. Like it's people that's supposed to be there. It's coordinators that's supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying? But nobody really do it properly. Like filming in LA, I just learned so much out there. Like, oh, we get this on set. Oh, you got a person that do this. That, you know what I'm saying? It's like so different, but it's very uncomfortable, but I honestly now, I say, how long it's been since I even did a scene like that?
Probably 23.
Yeah, I don't like, the movies that's out that people have
they
seen.
They already been, yeah.
I've been did those in my first year of acting. Like, but 2024, even 2025, like I be trying not to take on stuff like that. I want people to see like what I can really do. I don't want them to be like, oh, we about to watch Kiva. She in here. I know she popping that, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I want them to be like, oh, Kiva, she playing a lawyer now. Oh, Kiva playing a teacher. Oh, Kiva playing this, you know? So I don't even honestly write. No movie I ever wrote has had an intercourse scene in it.
Do y'all be feeling away since y'all in a relationship, like bro, you was leaning a little bit too much into that sex scene, like.
Nah,
I mean, it's,
nah, I don't think so, man. I think because we both in this field and we know that it's weird, doing those things.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like, do your job. You know
Right,
what I'm
right.
saying?
I was gonna say the same thing. I think it's kind of like we both in the industry. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we know what comes with what we do. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like we know how we feel about it. We know how we feel about each other. It's like at the end of the day, this work. You know. So you gotta have those type of understandings when you in this industry. A lot of people can't date because they get accused of this, they get accused of that. I feel like dating somebody that's in the same field, it's like y'all have a better understanding.
So how did y'all meet? What set did y'all meet on?
It's something that's not out. This was so.
That's funny. It's not out yet.
This is something that's not out yet. Now, this was like, remember I told you the first thing I did was the extra role.
Yes.
I had the girl who I filmed that with, she knew this guy who do like photo shoots and stuff, and he was like doing movies. And I'm like, oh, see if he could put me in. So he ended up like reaching out to me and stuff, and it's still not out now. This was like literally 4 years ago.
Yeah. It was more so kind of like a reality TV show.
Oh, okay.
In a way.
Yeah.
So that's where we met. However, we didn't interact for real.
Yeah.
On that show, on that set. We didn't interact on that.
Really?
Yeah. So the Dirty D is what brought us back together. I didn't even know she
Exactly.
auditioned for that role. I didn't know who was playing Kyra.
Yeah, I didn't
You know
expect
what
to
I'm
see
saying?
him either.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. So y'all wasn't even.
No, we didn't know. That's why we always be like, that was God. You know what I'm saying? That brought us back together or something.
Yeah.
You
That's
know
an
what I'm
amazing
saying?
story.
Because
y'all.
when we first met, it was like how long before the Dirty D?
Probably a year, because I think that was 2020, 2021.
I think we met like at the beginning of 2021.
Yeah.
And then we did the Dirty D, I think. Was it like the end of 2021?
Yeah, toward the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, last thing, and I'm gonna let y'all get up out of here. Y'all movie Reginald Carter is out right now. It's on Amazon Prime.
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
All right, what made y'all want to go from Prime and hold on? Actually, two questions. Does the term Tubi actor bother y'all?
I mean, me personally, I feel like people just don't really understand. Like, and you can't expect people to understand because they're not in the industry. They know what's from. That's what they know what's from. You know what I'm saying? So in their head, this is what I'm used to seeing you on. You act on here. You know, like people be like, and I used to be like this too. Because at first I used to be like, do y'all say that this person is a BET actor or this person is a? But they on all different platforms. When you're used to seeing somebody on this platform, that's just what they're used to. But if you want to be honest, I don't even think Tubi was the first platform James was on, was it?
It was actually Prime.
Was it?
Yeah, my first movie, it was called Warrior Pride. It's with Trick. Young Buck had an appearance in it. Cheryl Pepsi Riley, she be in a lot of Tyler Perry stuff. But that was on Prime, because when I first started acting, it wasn't no Tubi. Tubi wasn't around, you know what I'm saying? And again, Tubi is just a platform that
Yeah.
we put our content on, kind of like YouTube. It's just like YouTube. Or
That's what I think too. I don't
Instagram,
really.
Facebook. So me personally, when people say Tubi actor, Tubi movie, I do take it as like an insult. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like people have a name for Tubi, which is bad. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
but-
poor quality.
Right,
so
right.
don't put me in the box of all that poorness. You know what I'm saying? Like respectfully.
Basically, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I take acting serious. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
I see it.
And like a lot of times, bro, people just be saying that to be funny, and like it's people that's only on Netflix, and you don't call them Netflix actors. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
I
So-
feel like a lot of people confused as well with Tubi. They think we work for Tubi. They think Tubi are paying us
Yeah.
to film.
Yeah,
We
it's like
are
Apple
paying-
Music, right?
We are paying for our own projects, like
Mm-hmm.
Reginald Carter, for instance. We pay for all that out of pocket. We are just putting our projects on there so we can make money. You know what I'm saying? People really, like, they honestly think that we are getting paid. Like, I think that's the reason why they call us Tubi actors too, because they think that Tubi is hiring us to come act. They think that Tubi is writing these movies out
Right.
and they're picking us to say, hey, I want to pay you to come act in this. But they don't understand, like, we are every project that's on there, people, they do their projects. It's like Tyler Perry, you know, he put his projects on there. But people are actually making their own projects, and we're putting it on there, just like he said, just like YouTube, just like Facebook, just like Instagram. It's just a platform that you can post on and you make your money on.
They talking
So-
about Tubi actor. My face was right next to Denzel movie on Tubi. Like,
Right.
I don't get
everybody
it.
on there, but you know, a lot of people in Hollywood, they are realizing that Tubi is like where a lot of money is at, honestly.
Yeah, they're paying the most. Tubi is
Tubi
paying
is
the most.
paying like the most. Like, honestly, if you want to sell your movie and get a buyout, then you can go somewhere else. Cool. But if you want to have faith in your project and just feel like, oh, I know I can make this amount of money, Tubi is like the highest paying platform for that. Prime, actually, a lot of people don't know. My first movie I wrote went to Prime before Tubi. I had my first movie, Connected Through Blood, on Prime probably about a month or so before it went to Tubi. I personally feel like certain movies and the stories is like for certain platforms. You know what I'm saying?
Certain platforms, certain audiences.
People, they think Tubi, like a lot of people that watch Tubi, especially like our supporters, like they want to see the drama, they want to see the ghetto-ness, they want to see like, you know, the ratchetness sometimes. I don't really too much write like that, honestly. So that wouldn't be my go-to. I would go to Prime first, where I know the audience, they more so want like a story, you know, like something that's relatable, something that people really go through in the world, something that's like more calm and soothing, you know what I'm saying? So I would go there first. Not saying that we won't put Reginald Carter on too, because we still thinking about it, but we gonna go with where we feel like our audience really more so like this kind of stuff first. That's honestly why.
Because we know Tubi want that messy, that you know,
Right.
that gritty, that street, that hood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that was, I guess that answers my second question. Is that the reason why y'all wanted to go to Prime instead of Tubi? Because of, I guess, the quality of what y'all was putting out, it made sense to go on Amazon
and I
Prime.
feel like even quality wise too, like we try to present the best quality that we can. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is our third one. You know, we still like new to on the filmmaking side, but we trying to make sure that picture look great. We trying to make sure that audio sound good. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to be like, oh, they recorded this on a little Nokia. You know, we try to make it look good, and we just feel like we would put it there first when they have certain storylines. Now, the movie I'm writing now, it's a bit messy. It's a bit drama. That's going directly to Tubi. Like, I already know y'all gonna eat this up. Y'all gonna love this. You know, so.
All right, well, I don't want to take up no more of y'all time. I appreciate both of y'all for stopping in, man. Makeiva Albright, King James,
Albritten.
Perkins, Showtime, the Czar, 105 on the bounce. Peace.
Yes, sir.